Welcome, everyone. Okay, let's dive right into this. Today, we're unpacking a massive shift that is happening right in our backyards. Literally, we're looking at the Massachusetts revolution in electric lawn care. For years, there's been this lingering assumption out there. A lot of homeowners naturally assumed that electric lawn equipment was really only practical if you had a tiny postage stamp-sized yard. But as you'll see from our source material in today's explainer, Massachusetts homeowners are rapidly ditching gas for electric, and the reasons why are absolutely fascinating.
I honestly expected an electric mower to be underpowered, frustrating, or constantly running out of battery. That skepticism is just so relatable, isn't it? This quote comes directly from a homeowner with a quarter-acre lot. Now, a quarter of an acre, that is a solid piece of property to maintain, so the hesitation makes total sense. I mean, let's be real. We've all kind of been hardwired to believe that serious yard work requires serious gasoline. But let's look at what actually happened when they made the switch.
Well, here is the surprise twist. After finally taking the plunge and switching to a 21-inch electric mower, all those old expectations were completely shattered. The new mower wasn't just capable, it was lighter, it was faster, quieter, and highly efficient. In fact, because the equipment was so incredibly light, mowing the lawn actually became a breeze instead of this heavy, exhausting weekend workout. Instead of wrestling a massive hunk of metal around the yard, the homeowner found that yard work actually became significantly easier and faster.
Section 1. The hidden costs of gas and why the shift matters. Gas-powered lawn equipment might seem really small when you compare it to the cars we drive or the heating systems in our homes. And because of their size, it's incredibly easy to just overlook their impact. But those small gasoline engines create a surprising amount of pollution. And this brilliantly illustrates the difference. Think about the traditional gas experience. You've got neighborhood noise pollution echoing on a Saturday morning, the inevitable fuel spills on your driveway, direct exhaust exposure for the person doing the mowing, and high maintenance needs. Now contrast that with the modern electric experience. We're talking quiet operation, zero emissions, clean air to breathe while you work, and push-button simplicity. It's the stark contrast between sounding like a loud construction site every single weekend versus actually enjoying a peaceful neighborhood.
Section 2. The tech revolution, not your father's electric mower. Let's move to this and see how it builds. If you are still picturing those weak electric mowers from, say, 10 or 15 years ago, the ones with the annoying cord you constantly tripped over, you really need to erase that mental picture completely. The market has dramatically changed. Today's standard has completely eliminated the old hassles. No more mixing gas and oil, changing spark plugs, or wrestling with a stubborn pull cord until your shoulder aches. Instead, the new standard gives us interchangeable batteries across entire tool platforms, lightning-fast charging, long run times, and incredibly low vibration. Not having to deal with oil changes or repeatedly yanking a pull cord on a Saturday morning, that is a massive quality of life improvement for anyone maintaining a yard.
Section 3. Massachusetts pays you back. State rebate incentives. Now, here is where things get really exciting. The state is actually willing to put money back in your pocket to help you upgrade your garage. It's through a program called Mass Save. So the crucial point is that Mass Save is a state program designed specifically to encourage homeowners to replace older gas-powered equipment with quieter, lower-emission electric alternatives by offering qualifying rebates. This is structural support from the state. They are actively investing in lower emissions and quieter neighborhoods by directly paying the homeowners who are making the switch.
And the sheer value of what is covered is overwhelming. We aren't just talking about a tiny discount on a mower. Eligible equipment for these rebates include electric lawnmowers, leaf blowers, string trimmers, chainsaws, and get this, even snow blowers. When you walk through this list, you see that virtually all your seasonal suburban yard tasks, from clearing your driveway in the dead of winter to trimming your edges in the summer, are fully covered by these incentives.
But you might be wondering, what if your town has a municipal electric utility? Well, the source material gives us a great specific anecdote right here. A resident in Templeton, which uses municipal electric, pointed out that they were able to access their rebate through the Next Zero program instead. So if you are serviced by municipal utilities, definitely check out Next Zero. This just goes to show there are multiple pathways to savings depending on exactly where you live in the state. Section 4. Making the practical choice. A win for you and your neighborhood. Basically, to sum it up, for suburban lots, electric lawn equipment is absolutely no longer a compromise. It is the definitive, practical choice for the modern homeowner. Now, navigating community benefits like these is actually a fantastic local real estate perk. Not every single property is the same, right? And knowing exactly what your neighborhood qualifies for can make a huge difference.
I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. If your state is willing to actively pay for a quieter, cleaner neighborhood, isn't it time to pull the plug on gas? Seriously, if you've been assuming electric tools probably won't work for your property, you might be very pleasantly surprised. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Now go check out those rebates and enjoy a quieter weekend.